I'm just kind of going off of vibes.
Te amo mucho.
I don't think I'm gonna have enough. Charlie D'Amelio gave me this book. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I forgot to film an intro. I don't know how I spaced it. Basically, this picture kept popping up on my Pinterest over and over. I always see this dress and it's so pretty to me. I don't know why I took my glasses off in the first place. It's so pretty to me. And so finally I was like, what even is this dress? And it's a Baroque Court dress, or it's a costume of a Baroque Court dress. And I was like, you know what? I should make a dress that looks like that. My hair is a total rat's nest. It's so overstimulating to me. I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself, do a little bit of a historical costume this week, and it turned out beautiful. I'm filming this after the fact. These are some photos of my inspiration, and I hope you enjoy. I really want to use the fabric that I have for this dress, and I'm really excited for it. I only have a week or so to make it since I'm going to Europe, and I want to finish it before Europe. And I feel like we can have a little bit of fun with the colors. I feel like there's a bit of leeway here. Or a few yards of this green. Where is it? I have some purple, pink. All I do know is that I want to use a lot of trim, and I don't want to buy anything. I don't remember if I already said this. I am not caring about historical accuracy. I've never claimed to be a fashion historian, and I'm honestly just gonna vibe with it. As long as it looks cool, that's all I care about. Ignore how crazy I look. My hair was overstimulating me. Let me show you this scatterbrained situation idea I have. So, I have a lot of pink, a lot of this beige, nudish, tannish color. At first I was thinking about doing green, pink, and beige, and I might. I'm not sure. For green, I have this satin, and I have that, but I might save that for something else. Anyway. The center like stomacher looking thing, I think with this, bodice with this, sleeves and skirt with this tablecloth. I have several yards of this satin just for the skirt. I want to use up a bunch of trims. Are y'all seeing what I'm putting forward here? I have everything kind of pinned, but it's gonna be this coloring. It's not exactly what I wanted the coloring to be. I actually really wanted it to be like more similar. Oh my gosh. Don't look. More similar to the inspiration photos, but I A, don't have a fabric store anymore. B, I want to use what I have, even if I did have a fabric store, so we're going with the lighter colors. So it is what it is. I'm pulling out something I haven't used in a long time. Corsets and Crinolines by Nora Waugh. I don't even know how to say that. Waugh. Fun fact, Charlie D'Amelio, can't even say it. Charlie D'Amelio gave me this book about 3 years ago. She had this contest thing in collaboration with like a teen debit card thing, and it was like, show your talent, post a video showing your talent, and she's choosing 5 people and you get this shopping spree or whatever. I was one of those 5. I won, and I got to give them a list of things I wanted. They got me this book. They got me the arms for my mannequin, like from the brand, and those are hundreds of dollars. They got me something else too, I can't remember, plus $1,000 on the debit card. It was crazy. Fun fact. But yeah, that's where I got this book. I really haven't used it much. Right when I got it, I did use one of the patterns in here. They give you a little measurement right there, and then you kind of measure this out on that and sketch out the pattern pieces. So that's what I did. You can see all my math on there. I only ever did a mock-up, but I remember the mock-up worked really well, so maybe I should finish this corset. But right now, I'm gonna see if I can find anything that will be similar to what I'm looking for this dress. I was doing some research on the Pinterest photos that I've been coming across, and from what I can tell, those are obviously they're modern dresses that were made to be inspired by Baroque Court dresses. I don't really know. If you have any information on that, do let me know. They have like pictures of corsets. Like this one right here is from 1760. It's a very good book, and it made me forget how much I really like historical fashion. I think I found what I'm going to base it off of. Looking at the Pinterest board that I've made, I'm going to use, you see this bodice right here? The next page, it says, has the construction of it right here. I think that's what I'm going to use. The good thing though is that I think Hopefully I won't have to alter this to fit me very well. Hopefully it'll be my size, because I remember that this corset that I transferred over, what's the word? There's a word they use. Exactly my size perfectly. One more update before I start doing it. I had this little thing from when I made this corset, and it looks like this pattern is for a 24-inch waist, at least closed 24-inch waist, and that's my natural waist, so I might just make it a little smaller, but I'll try it out first with what I have. Last night I transferred the pattern over, and then just now I made this mock-up. I'm gonna have mine close in the back, but just for ease of trying it on, I had it close in the front for this, and I only made a couple minor adjustments, and that is that the back went just a little too high, at least on me. The way that the shoulder strap is, it was like sticking up like Aurora, so I just cut it a little. And then where it meets in the front, right here at the armhole, it was too tight right here, so I cut it inwards a little. This is what the final pattern looks like. Oh, and then the side back, originally it like goes towards the center back too much in the armhole, so I added this little piece so that it's a little less of an armhole in the back. I needed less in the back, more in the front. Then the shoulder piece goes like that. It's pretty good though. I don't think I'm gonna do another mock-up. I think I'm just gonna start on the bodice. I don't have interfacing, and I was reading the Corsets and Crinoline's book just for fun last night, and it was talking about how they would stiffen their fabric with glue. I don't have glue either. I might have to go get some interfacing, and then I might do hand-sewn eyelets if I'm feeling determined. They're kind of a lot of work, but it would look rather good. I don't know, maybe I won't. I stopped by the store and I picked up duck cloth because obviously there's not a good way to get coutil. Hubert? He's getting tape, whatever. So I just have duck cloth because it's cheap. I paid like $8. And so according to the pattern, there's a ton of boning in this thing. I think what I'm gonna do instead of normally using zip ties is I have been slowly chipping away at one of my hoop skirts that's falling apart. I've been using the metal stuff that's in there. The only reason I hate doing that is because it's impossible for me to cut. I try my best, but then the corner's always bent and then it's a little pokey, and I don't know what to do about that, but I'm not gonna buy anything special. So I'm gonna do these boning channels with twill tape, and I think I should probably sew the twill tape channels on before I sew these pieces together, which I already started sewing pieces together, so I'm gonna have to take it off. An hour later and we have the base layer done sewn. I held it up to me and it's quite big on me. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet, but I have all the, oh, it's very floppy, all the boning channels sewn into this. So now I'm working on interfacing the outer layer because I'm using this pink satin that is very thin and it needs some stability. I've taken out some boning from the hoop skirt and I'm putting it into these places, but you guys are not gonna believe what I just did. Okay, let me backtrack to a couple hours ago. I was taking out some trash. Actually, it was the bags that have been in the back of every video for months that I've been saying I needed to throw away. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go throw it away. I go out to the communal dumpster, you know, to go throw it away, and somebody has thrown away everything. On the very top of the dumpster, there was the most adorable stool that was totally my vibe. So cute, so I took it, which is so unlike me to take something out of the garbage. Normally I would never, but it was in good condition. And so then when I was back there, there's like all this furniture. Somebody was getting rid of a lot of stuff. And there's this entire bag of jeans, and the very few ones on the top are Levi's. And I was like, they weren't my size. They were a little too big, but I was like, no, I'm not dumpster diving. And so I got in my car, I drove away, but I kept thinking about it. So I put up a TikTok. I was like, well, should I go and get these jeans? Because they're not my size, but A, why would you not go to Goodwill? There's a Goodwill, I'm not even lying, not even a half a mile down the road from the apartment complex. Ugh, since this is like steel, I'm having to use these. These don't really work. Anyway, I'm a terrible storyteller. I posted a TikTok basically asking if I should go back and get them because why not upcycle them into something cool? Everybody was telling me I should, so I just went back. There's 5 or 6 pairs of jeans. 2 of them were Levi's, 1 of them was Altered State, and then there's this other brand. So I'm washing them right now, and I'm gonna make something with them. I don't know why somebody would throw that away. At least take it to Goodwill or donate them or something. They are in perfectly fine condition. Believe me, I checked. The neckline is just like way too high for me personally. It still looked like freaking Aurora. So I've pinned it kind of like an inch lower down. I think that works a lot better. And then I'm doing a lace up. I might hide the lacing in the back. I'm not sure yet, but that's how it looks. I think it's pretty decent. I'm stopping it right now just because the Leafs are playing and I'm not missing the game, but I'm probably gonna continue it tomorrow. So I dug through my trims today. I'm feeling a little sick. I'm losing my voice. This is the base layer, by the way. I don't remember what I showed you last. It's looking very, very good and clean on the inside. I really like using the twill tape, and that's that. And then this is the outer layer. I sewed the pieces together, and I've just been sewing down a bunch of trim, and I think I'm gonna do more also once it's all sewn together, but I need to have like the back and top edges finished first, so that's what I'm doing. My voice is really bothered, but it's very fun. So I think now I might pin this onto this, see how it's fitting, and I need to fit it on me, and you might need to take it in a little. This is all stitched, cut together, and then I have this pinned in there. And I'm gonna bind the edge, bind the top edge maybe, I don't really know. I think I'm gonna do a lining. Guys, I have been doing these hand-sewn eyelets for forever. Oh, I cannot put them right there. First of all, I was not feeling good yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better today. And I have a dilemma. This is my dilemma. Okay, first of all, these took several hours. And I scoured this place for embroidery thread. I found the smallest piece. I divided it into 3 different strands, like 3 strands and 3 strands. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for the rest. I still have half of them to go on here. I've been working at it for a couple hours. I've done those. I still have several. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 to go. This is how much embroidery thread I have left. Maybe enough for 2. And I don't even have this color of thread, so I wouldn't even be able to do it with thread. So I'm kind of annoyed. I'm gonna have to go out to get embroidery floss just so that I can probably do like 2 eyelets. I'm so frustrated. I used to have so much too. I don't know where it went. But basically you take your awl, you put a hole in this. You don't want to cut it. You want to spread the threads with the awl, and then you just start stitching around it. Mine are not as clean as they can be because I don't do these very often, but I do like how they look. I like how it matches the color of the bodice. Someone did not want me to make these eyelets. He sat right there. Hubert, I gotta finish. Te amo mucho. Te amo mucho. You're so handsome. This is the sleeve pattern I'm working with. It's folded in half right now. And then I'm gonna do elastic, 2 channels of elastic. So it's gonna be like a bubble and a bubble. Is it completely historically accurate? Probably not, but I'm not pretending to be a fashion historian here. I'm just going with the flow. I'm doing what I feel looks cute. It's just inspired. I finally just finished the eyelets after hours and hours and hours. And so that meant I could try it on for the first time, and it fits better than I thought it would. I thought that it would be loose up here, but it's not. In fact, I think I took it in a little bit when I was doing the pattern, and I wish I didn't. Another interesting thing, is the lighting weird? Another interesting thing is that I've never done spiral lacing before. I've only ever done like corset lacing, and I assumed in my head I thought spiral lacing would actually be easier to put on by myself. It's a lot harder. So I think unless I have help, I will be lacing this up a different way because it's harder to tighten. I mean, I guess I could try doing it, and then like I'm not quite sure how you finish it off. I need to do research on that because I don't know. I've never done this before. I feel like I should do more historical things. If this is interesting to you, please leave a comment and let me know, because I would love to incorporate more historical fashion because I'm having so much fun doing this actually. And it's fun to use my imagination more on the design than me just copying something. It's very beautiful. I love the shape. And then the steel boning I love too. It's a lot different from the zip ties. I don't know how to explain it. It's heavier, it's just different. I don't know how to tie this off, so I'm holding the string right now. I think you just tie it in a knot, but I need help to do that. And I am alone right now. I was starting on the sleeves earlier, and now I'm going to continue working on the sleeves. Man, this like keeps your posture very good. I love the shape of this front. Oh, in my research, I was seeing like how it's just supposed to be a very flat front. I think I accomplished that. I want to do the sleeves today, so I made these lace ones, 2 layers of lace. I don't think really they were doing lace sleeves, but I'm doing a lace sleeve. It gathers right here, and then there's a little thing. And then another one. Let me try this on to make sure the elastic is tight enough. And then I made these little arm cuff band things that are gonna go around it. So this will be gathered into here like that, and then we'll add it as an armhole onto there. I'm just kind of going off of vibes. That's it. Here's the bodice. Right now I have this sewn onto it. I don't know what's going on right there. And now I'm going to, I think, drape some pearls along the top, and the sleeves are feeling a little empty to me, but I don't really know what I want to do with them yet. But this is how it's looking. For now, this bodice is all but finished. I think I'm gonna start on the skirt. Now, ideally, I would have more fabric for this because their skirts were not super wide, but they were relatively wide. I only have like 2 yards, if that. I wish I had at least 3 because I want to cartridge pleat it. So I'm gonna add a center panel with, I have this scrap. It's not much, but I'll add a center panel with this. And then I have this pink matte satin, but it's pretty much just gonna be a rectangle with cartridge pleats. And I'll probably decorate it. This is what I have to work with. So yeah, it's not a lot, but I don't know. I don't have anything else to do. Oh, and then the original inspiration pictures I had, it was like those costumes that weren't actually from the time period. And those dresses had like this bustled thing. I might do that. I don't know yet. We'll see if I have time. Here it is all laid out. It's kind of a wide looking hem thing, but whatever. And then center panel to just make it a little longer. I have a few different trims, but I think it'll match up nicely with this. We have that, and then the skirt will look like that. Today I'm working on the skirt, hopefully finishing the skirt. This is the bodice. She really just needs a modesty panel. Basically it's done. I might add a couple details, I don't know. Yesterday I spent the whole day adding this trim. It's very beautiful. And then it goes down. The bottom is not the cleanest, and then the hem of it has that trim as well. Today, basically, it just needs to get gathered into a waistband, which is gonna take a while because I'm doing cartridge pleats. Normally, I would want a lot more fabric for cartridge pleats, but this is what I'm working with. So they're gonna be very, very loose, but that's okay. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more historically accurate. So I have ironed down and folded maybe like 1.5 inches down, 2 inches. And I've done cartridge pleats before. You basically just do 2 or 3 rows of wide stitches. I'll probably do maybe like 1 centimeter each, and then you pull them and it just pleats them. So that's what I'm gonna do. It takes a while though because it's by hand. And I think I'm going to leave the center of it flat. I'll probably pleat up until, I don't know, around here. This part will be a little flatter. So I'll pleat either end this much, and they're just gonna be very loose, and then we'll figure out the waistband situation. 45 minutes later, I just finished stitching it. This is how it looks. And this part is the satisfying part. So I'm gonna gather it, and I think I'm going to hand sew it onto just this like twill tape, or whatever the heck it's called. I think I need to gather it first so that I can see in my brain what it looks like. I wanted to show you what it looks like when you gather because it's very, very satisfying. I'm like the worst filmer ever. Watch. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh my goodness. See, they're gonna be a little looser. If I had more, they could be tight like this, but I can't make them this tight because I just didn't have enough fabric. So I need to kind of size this and figure out what I'm gonna do. obsessed with this look. Let me tell you, it's not easy to put this on alone. I can't figure out the spiral lacing because I have no idea how you're supposed to finish it off, at least being alone. Maybe, I'm sure you just like tie it, but how? Being alone. Let me know if you are an expert at that. But I feel absolutely stunning. I love the neckline, I love the details, I love the sleeves, I love everything. The only issue I have is that I wish the skirt was wider, but I only had like 2 yards. But like the detailing on the skirt is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you for watching this video. I loved doing a historical dress. Let me know what time period I should tackle next. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.